So today I'm going to talk a little bit about my morning routine as a work from home therapist. Today just happens to be Friday, and it's the day that I tend not to see clients. I see clients Monday through Thursday, but I have a client today, actually a couple. Saw them a little bit earlier in the week, and they actually wanted to be seen again. So I do have a couple that's scheduled for a little bit later. It's a little bit after 9, and although I've been up, I've stayed in the bed. So just kind of laid there, scrolling. First thing I do tends to be to pull up scripture. I'll do some reading of scripture. My dad sends a message out daily, and I read that scripture. It comes with a video as well. This morning I didn't watch the video. I did read the scripture though. And now what I'm doing, got one of my favorite things, some tea. And you probably see all those tea bags. I have some tea bags that I thought that I did not get all of what I could out of it yesterday. So I said, well, I'm going to put those back in because I had put them in the refrigerator. And then I added more tea bags. Actually, no, I didn't. All of those are from yesterday. I can tell I am still half asleep, even though it's awfully late to still be asleep. I've got some ginger here in the little fella. Got some ginger packed in there. And just what I was sharing yesterday was with not, and actually I do feel better than I did yesterday, but without feeling 100%, I want to make sure that I'm getting all the good stuff in me. So I have my tea daily anyway, but I'll make sure I have myself some ginger. I might have some turmeric, lemon, all kinds of good stuff. And part of my morning routine, as of yesterday, is starting to juice. I will not do the juicing part until after I work out. I work out probably 6 days out of 7. It's very rare that I go 2 days in a row without working out. I shared yesterday that I am 51 now, and there's something about crossing over. I say 50, but it's probably really 45. But crossing over that for me it's extremely important. I'm not on any medication, like blood pressure, diabetes, anything like that. I'm a pretty healthy person, but I want to stay healthy. And I know that in order for me to stay healthy, I have to work out, eat better. I eat fairly good, but I have to eat better. Um, Shared yesterday as far as getting my rest. But my mornings start out pretty slow. So I am sitting here. I've got my tea. Yeah. Notice the straw. I didn't even know that they made these until sometime last year. But I use the straw because I'm trying not to discolor my teeth anymore. I want to have nice white teeth. And when you drink as much tea as I drink, it's going to stain your teeth. But I don't want to have stained teeth. I want to have teeth that are as white as possible. I'm in a profession where I'm talking to people. That's my job. And even though, of course, I'm going to brush regularly, floss, I'm going to do all the hygienic things. Even with all of that, if you drink as much tea as I do, and I'm sure my clients will say she sips in these sessions, but want to make sure that maybe taking the extra precautions, and for me, it's using a straw, which also helps. So that it's not as hot. You see with the little tip thing on there, so that it's not as hot. I figured out something else to do with the little tip thing as well, and I'll show that a different video. But I have my morning tea. I shared before that I do not answer my phone. I mean, if it's an emergency, I'm going to open it, answer before 8. But I tend to not answer my phone before 8. I want my day to start kind of slowly and peacefully, and not um, with necessarily what's going on with other folks. Late in bed this morning, it was good. To be honest, I have a client and this couple I'll see later, so chances are I'm going to sit here and sip this tea. I am going to probably just do a little bit of meditating, and I'm going to work out. I'll go downstairs. I tend to not allow myself to eat until after I've worked out, and I'm doing the intermittent fasting anyway, so I wouldn't have eaten until 12:01. But I'll go downstairs where all my workout equipment is. I'm going to work out. Today will probably be, well, it tends to be most days, my exercise bike. I do have an ordered track. I have a total gym. Um, Come back. Later videos allow you to see some of that as well. I have a home sauna, which is great for after working out or if I'm not feeling well. Today I will most likely get on the exercise bike. After that, I will get into the sauna before I jump into the shower. I have what is it, a climber? Yeah, the most recent piece of equipment down there is my climber. It's actually kind of borrowed from my dad. He had it delivered here, and he said that if I wanted to see how it worked, he would need it for a while so I could put it together and I could use it. He said he probably won't need it for maybe about 6 months. So I did put it together. Maybe it's been a month, maybe about a month ago. I put it together. I've used it here and there, but it's a different workout. It's a little bit strenuous, and I use it from time to time, but I don't use it as much as the exercise bike. With the exercise bike, I also have kind of use of my hands, so I can do my postings and things online. I can kind of be on my phone if I want to watch a video. But with that stepper climber thing, no, you're going to have your hands, and it's going to be helping you to climb and intense. I tend to feel it in these thighs and these knees. I'm going to feel it. Probably need to do more of that, but I will get on that machine. I'm trying to think of my typical day after a shower. It's time to get to work. It's time to start seeing clients, or I've been working on making greeting cards for my greeting card line. I do that as well. I haven't done a lot as far as book stuff. I've got books, quite a few books, but I haven't done a whole lot with books. But I have been working more on like greeting cards. But with it being my Friday, after I get that shower in, I'm probably going to lay back down. Another thing that I've been doing recently is watching the videos on the folks who have been moving, in particular this one's to Thailand. So I've been watching the videos on folks moving to Thailand. I don't know what that's all about. I've been kind of binging a little bit. The person I've been watching, his name is Isaiah. Um, but his videos are amazing because he interviews folks who have transitioned over to Thailand, and he shows their apartments, asks them tons of questions. I've seen somebody, it's him and I didn't see his partner, but he's over there with someone else. Another young man, he's there with his young daughter. But I am very intrigued about just the Thailand transition. Not to say that I'm going to move over to Thailand, but I at least want to go over for about 90 days. That is not out of the question, even if it's not sometime this year. Where we at getting towards the end of February. So even if it's not this year, I think I should reward myself if I meet my goal of paying my home off by the end of this year. I think a great reward or treat, whatever you want to call it, would be that 90 days in Thailand. I'm going to consider that. If you think I should maybe make that a goal or reward, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I know this is only my second video. The plan is for me to put out a video daily, different videos. So the one previously up was about at the end of the day. This is at the beginning of my day. I'll be doing middays. I'll be doing more active videos, things that I'm doing, even showing where I'm juicing, exercising, the process of getting ready for clients. And when I say I'm a therapist, some people might say, what kind of therapist are you? So I'm a mental health, mental, emotional, relational health therapist. I love being a therapist. If you saw the previous video, you know I love working with couples. I love working with individuals too, but I really love working with couples. At one point I said, I'm just going to be a marriage therapist. But once I got into seeing individuals, probably actually started seeing individuals first, but got into the groove of that, seeing families. I love it all, but I really love working with couples. Love helping folks to have healthy relationships. Sometimes it's not even about necessarily having a healthy relationship. It's about discerning whether they're going to stay in the relationship. Do a whole lot with couples. That's my jam. But as I said, today I will probably, after showering, get back into my bed, or see this is where I'll be in this chair. I'm not balled up like I was last night, but actually got my feet up, got my heater at my feet. But I'll possibly come back up here, watch myself, possibly even that one of the videos about that transition into Thailand situation. I'll do that, then get up maybe a little bit later. Well, at some point I guess I would have had to eat. About 12 or 1 I'm going to eat, but before that even I want to have myself some fresh juice. Now yesterday's juice was, let me see, cucumbers, celery, lemon, ginger, green apples. Seems like I'm missing something. That might be about it. Today the plan is to have myself some pineapple, still some green apples, some ginger. I may put some turmeric in there. So I'm going to mix it, have something a little bit different today, because I just want to get into just kind of switching it up from time to time. Tomorrow I may be back to that green drink. It really just depends. I don't necessarily have something that it has to be, well, other than what I have here. What I did not share yesterday, and I haven't shared as of yet, is winter. I am in Indiana. It's winter. It's cold. And if I don't have to leave out of this house, I'm not leaving out of this house. I will have my vehicle just parked. It's not racking up on miles. So if I don't have to leave out, I'm not leaving out. The food that is in that refrigerator, in that freezer, it's what's going to have to be eaten and used. And today, like I said, it's Friday, at least till Sunday. Now, we'll see what Sunday brings, but I don't see myself getting out anytime soon. I'm going to eat what's in there. I'm going to enjoy what's in there. I had salmon yesterday, so today will probably be some chicken breast, putting that in the air fryer. I've been loving on some broccoli, maybe a sweet potato. I'm trying to get away from the bread, but I'm probably going to have some bread. Let me just be honest with you. I will probably have myself some Texas toast. I tend to get that generic one from wherever I go because it's pretty much the same and at least $1 less. So I'll get that garlic Texas toast. I would love to be able to have the kind with the cheese on it, but me and cheese don't get along. It's gonna break me out. And I'm already seeing that I've probably already had something that I'm not supposed to have and not even realize it because I got something coming up here. Um, but it's okay. It's okay. Try to be much more mindful of what I'm putting into my body because I know that it impacts my mood. All those conversations that I'm having with clients, I try to take all that to heart myself and actually live out the healthy lifestyle that I support folks in having. So that's about taking time for yourself, prioritizing yourself. It's about trying to eat better, exercise. I have a couple trips coming up. I've got a girls' retreat to Gatlinburg, and I'm going to be recording there as well. I'll definitely do for those days. So that's going to be next weekend, and it's kind of extended weekend. Well, extended as in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. um, and then next month, headed to Costa Rica. So I will be showing some of that as well. This is my life as a work from home therapist. I think I shared before that I absolutely love it. It has been 5 years. 5 years, the entire pandemic. On a Friday, I want to say, it might have been earlier in the week, but we were told, you can't come back to the office. Everything was shut down. And at that time, I was in 3 different offices. I was in my own office. Well, it was shared, but it was at a church. Well, east side of town, if you're from around here, but east side of town. I was also at a counseling center, and I was at an office. I guess that is that north, well, Zionsville. Probably not even from around here, but I was at 3 offices at one point in time, and went from 3 offices to home. And I have been working from home ever since. I think I've been much more productive working from home. You couldn't have told me that prior to that change, that transition. I thought that I'd be scattered and all over the place, that I would be able to possibly put my own structure in place, but I can't put my own structure in place. I am disciplined. I give myself lots of flexibility. I've written more books since being working from home. Did I? I've actually written all of my children's books. I've got 4 children's books now. I've written all of my children's books, wellness tracker, um, my gratitude journals. It seems like I've written a whole lot of things since I've been at home. Maybe only 3 things prior to this transition. So that makes speak volumes. Love how my creativity just flows. I know I didn't got off topic, but if you stick around for a while, you'll see that happens with me. But being a work from home therapist gives me the flexibility to be able to do a lot of other things. Like I said, I have a new greeting card line. It's Cessational Cards. Cessational Cards is to uplift and encourage black women. Um, I don't have any issue with any women whatsoever. But this line is for black women to encourage, uplift. We're needing a lot of that right now. The sisterhood. And I do it anyway, but I was trying to figure out a way to spread it more. I can only do so much kind of with the workshops that I have. We've got workshops that we do online on pretty much monthly basis. But I found that there was only so much I could really do. But with the greeting cards, I support women in encouraging and uplifting themselves because I say hold on to some of those cards for yourself. Also, in sharing with others, like we need to get back to sending cards. We want to send a text. But those cards, I'm looking even on my fireplace mantle over there, and I've got cards over there that I've kept because they are encouraging. So I want to get back to that. I think it's something we really need to do. be able to encourage ourselves and have something to look at that speaks to just that empowerment, encouragement, uplifting one another. But working from home affords me the time to do that. I'm not out having to drive around to get well, I drive around, but not to get to work. I don't have to drive around to get to work. I don't have a daily commute. I kind of get up, get myself together, and then when I have breaks between clients, I will take a nap. Get to know me, you will know that I'm going to probably get myself a nap in every now and then. It's even two, but I'm going to get myself a nap in from time to time. I am going to work out. Right now, it is in the house, downstairs in my basement, all my equipment. But when that weather breaks, you will see me out there on my skates at the park. I tend to be at the park on my skates. I'm riding around all over the place on my bike. I love getting out my bike. So cannot wait for that weather to break. But until then, I will be in here exercising. I'm going to be warming this tea up a little bit more because it is not hot. It's not hot tea. It's not. But want to make sure I just kind of bring you all in the fold of my day to day. I will be talking about even kind of like the money side of being a therapist. I know it looks different for everyone, but sharing a little bit about my journey. I have had my own business as far as the therapy piece. Looks like it's since 2018. So this is year 7. But I absolutely love it. I love having my own business, but I'm not all totally my own boss. So I am with a counseling center at a seminary in which I see virtually folks who are in school to be therapists as well. So I see therapists who are in training. I see their families. I see other staff members of the seminary, and I love that work. Being able to have that insight, having gone through the same program that a lot of them are going through, in particular the counseling students, able to support them from the side of I've been through, some of the things that they may be experiencing, try to support them in dealing with, kind of stress, overwhelm, kind of beating burnout, family relational issues, imposter syndrome, whatever it may be. We get into all of that, trauma, childhood trauma, anxiety, depression, whatever it may be. We're getting into it and just supporting them so that they can do what they want to do, what they need to do. Let me see, where am I at? Okay, I've actually gone a little bit over what I would tend to go because I'm trying to stay around that 20-minute mark or so. But I hope that you will come back. For me, this is going to be a daily thing. I'm holding myself to it. If there happens to be any questions that you have about me being a work from home therapist, leave me a comment. Also subscribe, also like, also share. I will be daily putting up videos talking about my routines, a little bit of everything, things I'm dealing with, how I prepare myself for clients, just a little bit of everything. So I will look forward to having another conversation. Well, I guess this isn't a conversation, I'm talking. But if you put questions or comments, then it can be a little bit more conversational because I can answer some of those things. I can address some of the questions that you may have. So I will see you later.